Let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE. That did get a higher handover from the Asian markets, and of course you saw one of the drivers there be coming mostly from the tech and property sectors there in the equity market. So looking at the all share up by 0.25% on the day. That largely coming from the Resources 10 complex that has climbed almost 2%. We do have the Industrial 25 with an uptick of more than 0.25%. But backing that trend is the Financial 15 with a loss just shy of 1%. Let's take a look at the market stateside, and the markets seemed more optimistic after the end of the Jackson Hole Symposium over the weekend, seeming that investors are now pricing in a rate cut in September from the Fed. And of course, one of the, actually the biggest catalyst that we will have this week is from NVIDIA as it releases its earnings. So looking at how those markets are doing, the tech-heavy Nasdaq being the only bourse in green territory with a gain of almost 0.33%, but going in the opposite direction is the S&P 500, 0.05% below the flat line, and the Dow giving up almost 0.4%. Let's take a look at what is happening across the Atlantic, and mixed sentiment on that front, but mostly red, with the CAC 40 carrying the bulk of those losses, softening by almost 1.5%. We do have the DAX edging lower by more than 0.4%, but backing that trend is the FTSE 100 with a slight gain of more than 0.1%. Let's take a look at the currency scene and start off with how the rand is doing against some of the major currencies. At just under 17 rand 60 against the US dollar, the local unit against the pound at 23 rand 73, and against the euro at 20 rand 54. Let's check in on the other currency pairs, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.16, pound dollar at 1.34, and the yen just above 147 against the greenback.